This is the Civilization 4 NLL. Hello and welcome to the Noble Leaders League. This is the third division game between Napoleon and Genghis Khan in round 10 of fixtures. Napoleon, he is number 6 with 11 points, Genghis Khan number 4 with 12, and form-wise Napoleon is in 2-2-1 form. Genghis Khan 3-0-2 form. Napoleon with 2 consecutive draws after 2 wins. No losses in his last 4 games. In other words, Genghis Khan lost round 9 hosting Shaka after 2 consecutive wins. This is going to be interesting. This is the starting position of Napoleon. Let's get the resource bubbles on. We see he starts here, riverside, and there is a ton of floodplains around here. He does have iron, there is some oil, and there is an oasis up there. Some aluminum for later down here, and some clams up here. Let's see what he can do out of this. The starting continent is in the southeast of the world, and there is a lot of deserts around here and stuff. Up in the north here we find Genghis Khan starting position riverside with 2 fishes here, another fish over here, some oil, also some sugar, some dyes, and also stone. So it's going to be interesting who can get the best start here. Let's find out, shall we? This is Napoleon versus Genghis Khan, and off we go. 1 city each. Genghis is cautious, they don't have a religion yet. Napoleon is a little bit stronger. Genghis is first to a religion, he has Hinduism. 2 cities each at the moment. Turn 65 now. 3 cities each for Genghis. He was momentarily pleased with Napoleon, but once Napoleon got into Buddhism, that disappeared down to cautious again. So 4 cities each at the moment. Turn 100 has come and gone. Genghis Khan 5 cities to Napoleon's 4. Turn 115, and now Genghis Khan. We have the war, by the way. Oh, whoa, I didn't expect this. An early war. That's 5 cities each now, and they are both in war. Napoleon is fighting to get construction. 6 cities each at the moment. The peace treaty has been signed. 7 cities Napoleon now. We see they are expanding out into the areas that were not on the starting landmass as well, and we have the next war immediately. 7 cities Napoleon, 6 cities Genghis Khan now. 8 cities Napoleon, 7 cities Genghis. This is going to be a game full of war declarations, isn't it? 8 cities Napoleon, 7 Genghis. I wonder how far they are going to be able to take it. We remember Genghis lost at home to Shaka last time, but now he is up against Napoleon, which is a different game. Genghis on 9 cities, Napoleon on 8, but we do have another war. They are not getting any peace in this game. We see Genghis is spreading out up north, while Napoleon has a more concentrated area, but they still have almost equal number of cities. 9 cities each at the moment, with Genghis Khan and Napoleon almost equal in strength, almost equal in score. Genghis now 10 cities, Napoleon 9. Turn 220. I wonder if this warring is going to mean that they are going to fight and fight without actually getting to a win. There is the peace treaty. 11 cities Genghis Khan now, 9 cities Napoleon. I wonder who is going to get to astronomy first. That could be very important in a game like this. If you have more cities and you can tech better and you can build more units, that's going to be the thing that can decide this game. 11 cities to 9. We see Genghis going for machinery, Napoleon already towards engineering, but Napoleon is teching very slowly. He is spending all his money on troops probably. 12 cities Genghis. 8 cities, well, it was 12-8 for a moment there, but Napoleon took 1 city back, so it's 11 to 9 right now. And we have the peace treaty, Napoleon getting his engineering going, music next. And we see 11 cities Genghis, 9 cities Napoleon. It is Genghis that has a slight advantage in score, as well as you can see both of them going for guilds now. Both of them is going to get it at approximately the same time as well. 10 cities each. We have the war. There is war and peace so much that I can't really keep up how many times they declare and how many times they sign times they signed the peace treaty, 10 cities each now. They must have raised a couple of cities of each other as well during these wars. 10 cities each. And going engineering now, Genghis, we know Napoleon has engineering already, and Napoleon now with drama first, gunpowder next, but Napoleon is weaker than Genghis now. Napoleon is going gunpowder, is down to 0.8 the strength of Genghis, which means that Genghis has a slight advantage in military here. They still have 10 cities each though. And Napoleon 0.9 the strength of Genghis is building up his units. Genghis has settled the city up to 11 cities to 10 now. Genghis getting his alphabet and compass. Napoleon is going nationalism. Is Genghis going to try to go astronomy here? He goes optics at the very least. 11 cities. We have the peace treaty. 11 cities to 10. And Genghis Khan with the golden age as well, and going astronomy, and that is a good choice for Genghis. That is a good choice for Genghis. 12 cities to 11. Napoleon is going optics as well. And we have the next war, Napoleon getting his optics but going education and not astronomy. And Genghis is going to get his astronomy so he can get into the new world, into the west first. 13 cities Genghis, 12 cities Napoleon. We are at turn 310. And we see Genghis now fighting to get the points here. Napoleon, he hasn't lost in 4 games. 13 cities each. Napoleon going liberalism. Genghis is going astronomy, and he is getting that now. Napoleon is on down to 0.7 the strength of Genghis. Genghis has a better military, and 15 cities to 11 now. Genghis is up to 15. Sorry. Excuse the coughing. 15 cities to 11. Genghis Khan is stronger, he has more cities, he has slightly higher score, they are almost equal in score I would say, and they have the peace treaty, 15 cities to 11 Napoleon. This is an important part of the game. You are going constitution. Genghis is going gunpowder now, which means that he hasn't been having that one for all the time, and Napoleon now going economics next, 15 cities to 11, and the peace treaty, when that is over, we'll see what happens then. 15 to 11 is the city count. Genghis is getting gunpowder soon, Napoleon is getting his economics. But who is going to settle the new world? And it's Napoleon that settles the new world first. He settled the city in the west. We see that on the screen now. 15 to 12 is the city count as they both go towards chemistry, and they are both in war. 15-13, and it was 14-14 for a moment. Now Napoleon is up to 15 cities. 15 cities to 14. Napoleon suddenly with more cities, and Napoleon is going to get chemistry first. But we are in war, and Genghis has not settled in the new world, which means that Napoleon still has a monopoly on the new world over in the west. 16 cities Genghis though, Napoleon down to 13, which means that Genghis is winning the war on the starting continent. And Napoleon, both of them going for military science though, 16 to 13, 15 to 14, Napoleon could have gotten a city back there. Napoleon, they are equal in score. Napoleon is weaker than Genghis. They are almost equal in city count. They are both taking military science, although Napoleon is going to get it first. Napoleon with 14 cities, Genghis on 15, and there we have the peace treaty, and Genghis with 16, Napoleon on 13 cities, as we sign peace. Turn 362 now, 16 cities to 13. Who is going to be able to make a breakthrough and win one of these wars, to break the neck of the other and win the game? I am sure that this is not going to be a space race victory. I don't know about culture though. I am positive it's not going to be a Diplo. So it's either domination or culture, and that's possible in my book here. So let's see what happens now when the next war breaks out. Napoleon hasn't settled more cities in the new world. He still has those 3. 13 cities now, Genghis with 16. Napoleon slowly tacking towards democracy, while Genghis is going nationalism. 14 cities, 15 cities now, Napoleon. Genghis still on 16. Napoleon settled 2 more cities over in the continent to the west. And he's keeping up with Genghis Khan in city count just because he has settled cities in the western continent. On the starting continent alone, he is weaker, he has fewer cities. Genghis has control in the north, and he's trying to take over the south as well of the starting continent. but it doesn't seem to be easy for Genghis. 16 cities Genghis, 15 cities Napoleon, and if Napoleon now builds another settler, he could equal that count. Napoleon going towards democracy, Genghis on military tradition, Napoleon with 0.7 the strength, now 0.8 the strength of Genghis, which means that he is winning and losing some units in the battles. And Napoleon up to 16 cities, Genghis on 15, which means that Genghis is back to 16 and Napoleon back down to 15. So Genghis is getting military tradition first, 16 Napoleon cities now, 15 Genghis cities. And there is still the war going on, but there is the peace treaty with Napoleon on 16 and Genghis on 15, which means that Genghis lost a city there in that war, turned 398 now, and Napoleon on 16 cities. Can he build up his empire and getting attack advantage and getting it on just by taking on the continent in the west? I am unsure about that. It looks like a warmonger versus warmonger with two equally strong leaders, and that can very easily turn into be a draw, which in case would be Napoleon's third consecutive draw. That would be a record. I don't think anyone has ever had 3 consecutive draws, but we are not done yet. He could still win it as well, but with only 91 turns left. He would need to take out a few more Genghis cities, but it's down to 0.6 the strength of Genghis Khan now, which means that Genghis Khan is winning the battles, winning the wars, but Napoleon is on rifling, Genghis is on constitution, 16 cities each now. Can Genghis win so much ground in this war that Napoleon cannot take over? Now Napoleon on 15 cities, Genghis up to 17. Can Genghis take over the starting continent in this war? Due to being stronger, Napoleon down to 0.5 the strength of Genghis sometimes now. Genghis almost 2 times as strong as Napoleon, in other words. But still the city count is pretty even. Genghis on 17 and Napoleon on 15. Turn 421. We are in the 21st century. We have 77 turns left of the game and Napoleon is down to 14 cities. Genghis on 18. Genghis is doing good work here right now, but is it enough? Is it enough for Genghis with 74 turns left on the clock? 19 cities Genghis now, 13 Napoleon. Napoleon is going to get rifling in 3 turns, which probably is going to stabilize him a little bit, but we don't really know for sure. 19 cities Genghis and Napoleon 0.6 the strength. Now he got rifling going for scientific method next. Genghis Khan is on corporations, 19 cities to 13, and Genghis is looking strong at the moment. Will he take over the starting continent, or will Napoleon defend himself? It's also a matter of Genghis needing a few cities on the new continent in the west in order to win domination, because I think there is so much land over there. 20 cities Genghis, we have the peace treaty, 20 cities to 12, which means that Genghis Khan with 59 turns on the clock has a great advantage in city count now. He has 8 cities more than Napoleon, but will he be able to take out the remaining cities? He is Napoleon with 0.6 the strength of Genghis, which means that Genghis next time, Napoleon 0.7 the strength of Genghis now. And we have the next war. Of course we have the next war, 19 cities to 13. Immediately Napoleon takes 1 city back, and with 53 turns left of the game, this could be very, very interesting. I don't think that any of them has had time to focus on culture, but Napoleon settling more cities. But 15 cities now Napoleon, Genghis Khan on 19, Napoleon on 15, and Genghis takes cities on the starting continent. Napoleon builds more cities in the new continent to the west. So if Napoleon had not gotten off the starting continent, he would have been in big trouble and probably would have lost already. Genghis Khan is just now going towards rifling. Napoleon has rifling. 17 cities Napoleon, 19 cities Genghis Khan. Napoleon is 0.7 the strength of Genghis. He was down to 0.5 for a little time there, but now with Genghis getting rifling, Genghis is going to grow stronger again, and we have the next peace treaty. with 34 turns left of the game, with 20 cities to Genghis Khan, 16 to Napoleon. Napoleon 0.6 the strength of Genghis. Genghis going liberalism, that is a little bit late. Napoleon getting steel, or going towards steel. They don't tech that fast. They have so many units probably that they are paying maintenance for them, which means that they cannot spend that much commerce on actually science, on research. 16 cities to 21, and we have the next war. 24 turns left of the game. And let's see what happens in this one. 21 cities for Genghis Khan, 16 for Napoleon, 22 turns, 21 turns left, and I am afraid that it's going to be very impossible for Genghis to actually get cities in the New World to take enough land over there and win domination, but 22 to 15 now. 22 to 15, he can at least throw Napoleon off of the starting continent in 13 turns. Well, maybe he won't even do that. But this has been a game war-ridden. It has been terribly, terribly much war, 22 to 15, and if it had been a cup game and continued on after the time limit, it would probably have been Genghis Khan winning it, because Napoleon down to 0.5 the strength of Genghis now with 15 cities, Genghis Khan on 22. They have proven themselves to be warmongers, and they have proven themselves to both be good at it, and it's going to end up with a draw in just 2 turns, 22 cities to 16. Genghis Khan is going to get a slight positive score turn difference from the game, and there it is. We have the confirmation. It is a draw. Genghis Khan has made it a draw with 22 to 16 in the city count and a little bit more in score, but 1 point for each leader. Napoleon declared war 1 time, Genghis Khan declared 10 times, for a total of 11 declarations of war in the game. That is a new record. The last record was 9 in one game, so they crushed the old record with 2 war declarations. Now the new record is 11. Napoleon declared, and it was a standoff. Genghis Khan declared 10 times, 4 times victory, 2 times standoff, 2 times stalemate, and 2 times a defeat for Genghis Khan. Let's go take a look at the statistics. First, here we are on the graphs. We see here Napoleon in blue, Genghis Khan is in the brown. They are equal in score all game. GNP, we see here Napoleon was ahead most of the game. Production was Genghis Khan a little bit ahead, and then, food, that was Genghis Khan. Power, that was Genghis Khan from around 1700 AD. Culture, that was Napoleon, maybe he tried to go for it a little bit. And espionage, that was Genghis Khan. We see the demographic screen here, Napoleon's numbers to the left, Genghis is to the right. I'm not really impressed with either of them. No way, I am not top 6 cities and wonders then. We see here not so many wonders, but one wonder in the BC era, Stonehenge in Karakorum. And we see here Napoleon has the number 1 city and number 2 city, Genghis has the 3rd and the 4th and the 5th, and Napoleon has the 6th city. Statistics then, Napoleon 24 cities built, 6 religions, 1 golden age, currently on 50 windmills, 28 towns and 9 workshops built in his cities, 21 granaries, 18 barracks, 15 lighthouses, down to 1 Scotland Yard. Let's go page down and see 1 Notre Dame as the final building built. Current units for Napoleon: 34 riflemen, 15 workers, 8 grenadiers, down to 1 galleon. He trained a total of 47 workboats, 44 catapults, 42 knights, and we see down to 7 spies. Let's go page down and see 1 spearman at the bottom of the list. The kills for Napoleon: 40 grenadiers, 29 war elephants, 28 trebuchets, and we see down to 3 spies. The losses were 42 grenadiers, 32 frigates and knights, and down to 2 galleys, and we have to go page down actually to see 1 settler lost as well. Genghis Khan's numbers are 15 cities built, 1 raised, 1 religion founded, 1 golden age, currently on 38 towns, 34 workshops, 20 windmills. He did build in his cities 21 barracks, 18 theaters, 16 granaries, down to 1 the Great Wall. Page down and see a Chichen Itza at the bottom of the list of buildings built by Genghis Khan. His current number of units: 52 riflemen, 22 grenadiers, 20 workers, and down to 1 caravel. He did train in his cities: 57 workboats, 39 musketmen, 34 triremes, 10 great generals he got. Page down and we see 1 great spy, completing the list of units trained or gotten. Killed 42 grenadiers, 32 frigates and knights, down to 2 galleys. Page down and confirm the warrior at the bottom. The losses: 40 grenadiers, 29 war elephants, 28 trebuchets, down to 3 spies. Let's go take a look at the victory condition screen. Here are the numbers when it comes to domination: 46.41% Napoleon of land area, 38% for Genghis Khan. They were very far away from that, very far when it comes to world population as well. They are almost equal in score. And when it comes to culture, well, Reims was very far away, and Lyon only had 34,000 as well, so they never went for it. Kjotleik Palace built by Genghis Khan, but that was a moot point. Let's go and take a look at the cities. Napoleon with 16 of them. Let's go here and sort by population to see Bordeaux, Pop 12, Chartres 11, and then some 10 cities. They are remarkably happy with the exception of Bayonne, and some of them are unhealthy. They have low food, low commerce, low production, building culture in Reims, and that's basically it. You can post a video if you want to take a look at it more. I'm going to go to Genghis Khan and look at his cities. Genghis Khan Okay, he has 22 of them. Let's go here and sort by population to see Samarkand at the top with 12 pop, Karakorum, Beshbalik, Tabriz and Tiflis. Pop 11, and you see they are very unhappy, they are very healthy, low food, low commerce, low production, but building units in all of his city with the exception of Tours, where he is building a bank. Spoiler alert, results and updated league tables follows after this screen. So the draw meant Napoleon is now number 7 in the league with 12 points and a positive 13 score turn difference. Genghis Khan number 4 with 13 points, positive 13. And the next game up is the game between Shaka and Tokugawa. Don't miss out on that one. Shaka is third, Tokugawa is a rock bottom. It's going to be interesting to see if Toku can even get something from that. I hope to see you then. I am Kjotleik, this has been the Noble Leaders League. Welcome back to the next game.